Alright everyone, we're going to have a video going over the Placeholder website. I literally just downloaded the newest version of the Placeholder site. You'll have a link from Dave, either from a previous email. Just look for it and go to the link, download, and you will have this. I'm just going to extract it right into a folder right here on my desktop. Just keep this real simple. Open up README, and he tells you exactly where to put everything. Move the extracted folder MOWG demo to your C drive so the path is C-MOWG demo. So that's exactly what we shall do. I'll take this and then go to my computer, into my C drive, paste it. Whoops, gotta close this out. Try again. Refresh. So we'll have C-MOWG demo, just like he says. Boom. And everything should be right in there. And that's how we move it. What Dave does here is he goes over some of the most commonly asked questions, common errors that occur. So the first thing you need to make sure of is follow this step and make sure that your computer is set to pipe delimited, not comma. Gives you some more information. Just read this README and just get the general knowledge of what he's talking about in here, and that's it. Inside of the MOWG demo folder right now, the newest one only has the V2 folder, and we'll have an index var sheet, and it looks like we have some extra files here, related files and instructions. Here's the city with states combo. That's awesome. Then you have some original files backed up, hidden link codes. One thing I want to say to you guys is the hidden link codes is something that you're going to want to do on your own risk. Hidden links are clearly stated according to Google's terms of service not to be used, and especially not to be used on some image that's 1 pixel by 1 pixel. I would recommend doing your research before you do that. I personally don't use the hidden links. I just use general backlinking, or use a visible footer link or a link inside the content. And with the newest update based on Panda, or excuse me, they call the Panda update 3.3 or whatever they want to name it, as of the end of February, we're looking at, they're keeping an eye on sites that are getting over optimized and overlinked for the same exact keyword. So you want to have variations of your keyword, long tail keywords, and different keywords, as well as the anchor text. So if you're trying to rank for grape juice, then you're going to want to have different variations of grape juice, right? You're going to want to have Welch's grape juice, the best grape juice as another anchor text, stuff like that. So just be careful, okay? And he's got some tutorial videos here. It gives you the link for that. Project tracking. Here's a good way to check things out. Keep a good organization of when you started, how many pages are indexed, if you have invisible links or not, the destination page that you're promoting, etc., etc. Just go through that. And some sample batch files that you can look at. By batch file, if you click it, it's actually going to run it, but if you right click and then choose edit, you'll be able to see exactly what it does. So batch command is saying, once you have this run, it's saying to go to the C drive, this specific location, and run this program and this actual profile for this program. Okay, so that's all a batch file is. And he gives you a README first about what it is and where to find some information on how to use batch files and what they're about. So that's that one. Then you got quick troubleshooting, some more information for you. Open in README, and there's the template and all this information, and README. What this README file is basically telling you, with this particular template folder, he put all the images, banners, CSS, the related pages for this particular placeholder site, all inside of this template folder. So all you need to do is essentially upload this template folder to one specific location and everything is going to work for you. And that's the best possible way to do it because it's organization. It minimizes the risk of you forgetting to upload something or uploading too many things into the wrong place, doubling up and just wasting a lot of your time. It gives you full profiles to look at and some examples of clients, and then the hidden links text. Again, hidden links, do it at your own risk. Understand that it's not condoned by Google. So what we're going to do is get everything organized. We're going to edit the HTML page. We're going to make sure that the index HTML is fixed, the vars is squared away. We're going to create our own profiles. We're going to create everything and have it as organized as possible for us so that we can do a run placeholder site by just pressing either a batch file or putting the batch file on Windows Scheduler. Okay, so I have Dreamweaver. I know some of you guys are using Notepad. Some people are using NVU. NView is how you pronounce it, and some other people have some other type of HTML editor. Either way, it all pretty much is the same thing. You're going to have source code over here. You're going to have a design section, and I just like Dreamweaver. It's the easiest version for me. What I want to do here is, right now, I'm looking at the placeholder website, the index page, what's going to get run off of MOWG Pro. And I see that it's going to domain CSS style CSS. Okay, I'm gonna look for an image, domain images logo 2. Right now, I don't want that. What I want to happen is I want everything that's in here in this template folder to be found, because I don't want to upload a CSS folder and then have to upload an images folder and then have to upload a banner folder and whatever else we have going on in here, redirect folder and all that stuff. We don't want to do that. It's too much work for us. Okay, we want to just upload one folder and let it be done. And if you want to name it template 39 whatever, fine, name it that. Personally, I rename this and I name it as one all files. Whoops. And the reason I do that is I put the 1 there because when I log into my FTP, the number 1 is going to come first, so it's always going to be on top of everything that I'm doing in that particular folder. Okay, so that's why I put the 1 first, and then all files obviously means everything that's needed. One thing that you need to look at, all these redirects that are created in a placeholder, if you open this in Dreamweaver or whatever, the redirect is going to go to a particular website that he has put there. Dave has already had these built up so that they go to MOWGcrew.com, and this is probably his stat counter code. So what I recommend and what I do is I take out stat counter and then I change the redirect URL to one of mine, depending on what I'm promoting. I don't know, I'll just put whatever right now. I'm just going to put frontlineseo.com because that's my main website, and leave it at that, and then save it. Open up, cancel that. These other two, the free report SEO alternative, you'll see as well, it's redirecting to MOWG Crew, and it's got his stat counter code. So if you want to have stat counter on here, get one from stat counter, obviously, put it in there, but make sure that you want to redirect to your link of some sort for whatever project you're running it for. Delete that. And that's done. So now these 3 will redirect to my particular website, frontlineseo.com, and there's the test. It works great. Next thing I want to look at is the actual index page that I have up here. Now when you come in here, what you want to do is you want to take off any of the branding that MOWG has put on there, okay? Because none of this actually benefits you. It's cool to give Dave a backlink if you want to give him a backlink, but you also remember that it's not actually going to benefit you one bit. Alright, so what you need to do is look for MOWG by itself in the source code. Find next, and you'll see a link, and it's obviously a backlink there. This is for the logo itself, so you can just take off the ahref around the image source. So you're going to take that off and just leave the image source there, because we want to actually have an image there. Okay, so that's fine. You also want to change your alt tag, right? So like that. Next one, we got MOWGsamples.com. You don't want that to read. I'll show you where it shows right here on the right hand side. You can see it. So I just take that off. I want to say front line SEO. Let's go to the next one. Got stat counter here. You're going to want to remove this stat counter code and put your own stat counter code. So what I'll do here is I'll actually remove the coding, and white spacing doesn't matter inside of code, so I'll just put a couple extra enters to make this gap to remind me, hey, I better put my stat counter code in here, because I'll look over my stuff before I'm finished and I'll see my little note. This grayed out section means that it's a note, and it's saying start the stat counter code on it. It'll just click, oh, I better get stat counter. Let's find the next one, and I'm just going to pause. I'm going to go through this. I'll show you the links right now, and then I'll pause when I remove them all. We can see here there's the no script. This would be one of those hidden links, so you can take them out altogether. I don't even mess with them. So boom, gone. We'll find next, and we'll take this and we'll be like frontlineseo.com. Let's go next again, and we're just taking and rebranding for ourselves, you know, because this is our site, right? Then you have sitemap. Alright, we're looking at the link, we're seeing that this is going to go to the sitemap itself. The actual text of the sitemap is showing MOWGsamples.com. You don't want that, so you could change it to sitemap, or you could change it to whatever you want. Call me, put whatever you want there, okay? Then you have sitemap right here, domain project sitemap, and find next. The other one you want to look for is website dash marketing. See if there's anything in there for that. And it's this image right here, and it's a backlink for the newsletter page. So what I'll do is, I could really care less about that. I'll leave the image, but I'll take out the linking portion. And so you can see that part. I'll highlight it. It goes from the open bracket A all the way up to the closed bracket right before image source. Just straight up delete that and take out the closing A. Refresh. So that's good. Let's try to find another one. Okay, that's it. So now we've cleaned up the redirect pages, and we've cleaned up the index page to make sure that we have control over all of the links. On the next video, the next part of this, I'll make this 2 parts so it's not too long. I'm going to go over the organization of the folder structure. I'm going to go over the organization of the files and creating the batch files, creating the indexes with project, without project, and making sure that that's all separated for you as well.